Let's talk about your fight with Edwin Rodriguez. We mentioned him.
Yeah.
He was somebody who also was in the USA team.
Yep.
You told me you guys were really good friends, slap boxing together in the back of a cab and all that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you guys are signed to fight each other. What was that process like? Like, yo, this is my man, and now we about to fight. Like,
it's weird. It's different because usually with me, I would if I'm fighting a guy and I don't know him, it's like I hate that guy. I'm taking it as a fight. Like I get myself psyched. That's how I'd always do. I would get myself psyched out to, not like this guy, to make it personal, because that's how I think would perform the best. Edwin was a little different, and I said too, like I'm like, the reason why I took the fight mainly, I mean, listen, they wanted to fight. It becomes a pride thing, because then it's like you're on the phone with a manager or whoever, and they're telling you, listen, he said he'll take the fight, no problem. Like that's an easy one for him. I'm kind of just making it up, but I'm just saying, they kind of. They stroke your ego a little bit, or they play with you a little bit to not stroke your ego, but mess with your ego a little bit to be like, all right, he won't. If it's like that,
yeah.
Can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Fuck him. I'm gonna fight him.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes down. I mean, I had no personal beef with Edwin. Obviously, we were pretty cool, but. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember lead up to the fight. I had actually interviewed you. I sent it to you yesterday. In the interview, you tell the story how he unfriended you on Facebook.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. So you guys were going back in the video. You discussed how you guys went back and forth as far as, are you going to fight and this, that. You got the offer. He got the offer. They didn't want to fight, and then. It ended up you guys were gonna fight, and then when you went to check on Facebook, he had unfriended you. Yeah, that's so funny.
Childish stuff, right?
Right.
But I don't know. I guess the thing with me, even with, not to get past this, but even with like Joe Smith, I fought him later on. It's like there's a million guys out there. Why am I gonna fight a guy I know? Why
I got you.
That's how I always felt. Why fight a guy I know? Like why let us both eat? But
yeah, I actually remember seeing you spar Joe Smith at New Legend. I remember him coming and you guys sparring one time.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But circling back to the Edwin fight, it was a really competitive fight, entertaining fight, and come to the decision. You didn't win one round on neither of the three judges' scorecards. It was something like
100 to 90.
100 No, but I remember watching it from my home and going, nervous, because it was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you got robbed, because it was one of those fights. I
agree. I can agree with that.
It could be, 6-4 his way, 6-4 your way.
You could argue it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Boxing is subjective. You could argue it either way, but 10-0, you can't.
10-0. There is no 10-0 in that fight, and I was so disappointed because I'm like, damn, this is my man. Like, you're somebody I watch in the gym all the time. And
were you nervous because you thought because I lost, or I might lose, or you nervous because Edwin might lose?
Nah.
The whole Dominican thing. You might.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
Nah. Like, listen, when we were a New Legend at the time, you were by far the best fighter. So I always looked at you like, yo, this guy's top tier, and we didn't interact too much because obviously you were busy training and doing your thing, but we were interact enough where we knew each other, and so I definitely was rooting for you. You were a hometown kid, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, how disheartening was it to know you had no chance unless you knocked this dude out? You had no chance. How did that feel?
Yeah, I mean, like looking back, you don't think that in the middle of the fight. You know what I mean? You're not thinking that. I mean, people always say, "Oh, your knockouts are guaranteed." Yeah, of course, you want to knock everyone out, but it doesn't work like that. And honestly, I'm not the biggest puncher, and I knew Edwin had a good chin because I sparred Edwin a bunch. Like when we were at camp up in Colorado before we would go away to different tournaments, they would spar. 178 would spar with 165 and heavyweight. And then 165 would spar with 178 and 152. So he was 165, I was 178. That's why we were on trips together. So I sparred him a bunch. I knew he was tough. I knew he has an awkwardness to him. I knew he had awkwardly long arms. I knew all that shit about him beforehand. But I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, no. We was talking about like not having a chance in the fight, like just
I knew he was an awkward guy. I wanted to knock him out still, but I pick him up and say good fight. I'm sorry I had to knock you out, but it is what it is. I knew he could take a punch. That's what I was saying. I'm not the biggest puncher, and I knew he could take a punch because I sparred him a bunch. So I wasn't betting on a knockout. I was betting on just outworking him, and that was the plan. Just outwork him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the judges weren't there. They weren't there to score a fight. They were just there to just give it to the other guy, make sure the other guy. I guess they saw more market value in that guy. It was his hometown.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. It's definitely he had the bigger record. He's 17-0.
Were you guys both with DeBella at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right. Like I was thinking, I'm like, all right, if the promoters both,
So I don't want to talk on the business. I don't really know, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe he had more invested into Edwin at the time.
Okay.
You know what? I might have not have been with DeBella at the time. But that fight, these promoters put this stuff in the contract. Like, I'll give you this fight, but you got the next 3 fights are with me.
I got you.
It might have been something like that.
I got you.
So I wasn't technically with him, but now after this fight, win, lose, or draw, I'm with him for the next 3 fights.
I got you.
That's possible, but they definitely had him. He was definitely on the A side of the promotion because he was 17-0. He was a DeBella guy. It was kind of in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it's in my backyard too. It wasn't that far.
It was kind of like middle ground, yeah, but more closer to him. More closer to him for sure.